What's up, my gnomies? Episode 29 of Dour Gnome Adventures is about to begin with Dimitri.
Yeah, you're with me.
Brian.
I am also with Dimitri.
Matt.
I will be spending entirely too much time with Dimitri this weekend.
And Mark, are you spending time with Dimitri?
Yeah. Here we are.
And I'm your GM, Ryan.
Boo.
Boo. Boo.
Boo earns.
Yeah, he earns those boos.
Do I?
Yes.
I'm sure I do.
I am missing a bunch of hit points, so yes.
You're still like above half, right?
Yes, I'm currently a bow, but just barely.
Okay.
It's taking a B out of me.
Which B?
Who wants to give me a recap for a hero point?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Actually, first of all, reset them to 1.
That's very easy for everybody to do since we haven't spent them.
Got to start spending them.
Yeah, okay.
I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. Just start dying. You'll spend them right away.
At least I no longer am friendly and unfriendly.
You had conditions on your token?
I didn't have conditions. If you look under effects, some of them are social. So I'm just going to add unfriendly to myself today. Because I'm hostile.
Who wants to do the recap?
I'll do it.
All right.
Go, Mark, go.
Let's hear it.
So we found ourselves at the beginning of last session faced with a ghost dog, which I believe was called an Akata.
No, it wasn't.
Joined... Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
No, it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it was a ghost dog.
Well, it wasn't the ghost dog. It didn't kind of phase through doors, so it was.
We didn't see it phase through doors. Doesn't mean that it cannot.
That's true.
So we did see then also joined by a zombie frog, which we quickly dispatched with probably more damage on low-level henchmen than we will ever spend on actual big bats.
There's no kill like overkill.
Exactly. We found a ship room and then eventually ended up in going through, after being defeated by one stone door, we found a stone cellar door and ended up in a tent waylaid by a number of cultists who were previously chanting and a less ghost, more mutant dog, which had a Venus flytrap on its back. The one thing I will point out that Borm probably knows... Yes, he does know because he was in the town, was in the city, and ultimately had also been from here. But this area outside of the tent is surrounded by a number of spikes that looks incredibly similar to the isle that you would have seen from the town. So he's likely extrapolating that this is... Brian, what is the name of the little island?
Rusthenge.
Yes.
Oh, it is actually Rusthenge.
Yes, this is Rusthenge.
Like the title
This
of
is
the
where we have
adventure.
to... Right, Pee Wee Herman. Ah!
Is that the secret word?
Rusthenge!
Ah!
I just want to point out that
I think we have the title for the episode. Rusthenge is the secret word.
No, that's a safe word.
There
All right,
is
Mark,
no-
you should have 2 hero points now.
There are no safe words to me.
I just wanted to point out that when we were initially info dumping and or comparing notes with Borm, we had mentioned the Rusthenge and that we needed to go under it. So like we've actually probably discussed this in character. If it wasn't explicit, we definitely have talked about going to there through the tunnel versus via boat. So we all should know approximately, if not precisely, where we are and how well we could bull rush one of the cultists off of the island top.
If only that was a mechanic.
They took away bull rushing?
You can shove. That's it.
You can shove.
How far can I shove somebody? Well, okay, I can't far anybody shove far.
About 10 feet.
You can't far anybody shove Dimitri.
That's what I said.
Are
Not
you
shove
having
good
a-
far.
Can you smell burnt toast?
So when we last left off, we were at the top of round 3, and Cinderspark was about to do something. We're not real sure.
Cinder
Run
sparks
like a dog?
No. Who does that? That's disgusting. Why would you ever say I would do anything like a dog? Terrible thing you just said, voice in my head.
Does he look like a dog? Does Marcellus Wallace look like a dog to you?
I mean, ironically, you could still say, does he look like a bitch? It still works. Anyway, the cultist had cut into the tent, so we no longer have cover, or do we still have cover?
You're going to have lesser cover.
But not concealment?
Okay.
Concealment, yes, concealed. It'll be a DC 5 flat check.
So we are still concealed.
Yes.
Thanks to our height.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, they were cutting at human height, which is why they missed me. I don't know about you, but I think they missed both of us.
They did, yes.
If I remember right, I got tagged by the front end of the mushroom dog and cultist doing dance in, stab, dance out.
Well, okay. If we are concealed from each other, first thing I'm going to do is hide.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll roll the stealth. Kidoki. That's going to be a 19.
Okay, so you kind of duck in there.
Yeah, just hiding behind the what little concealment is left. And then I'm going to stab him through the fucking tent since he's so inclined on doing the same to me.
Okay. Give me a flat check.
I will give you a flat check. 8.
8. All right, beats a 5.
Wonderful. And I shall now introduce him to the dog slicer, which is apparently slicing through a tent, so the tent is now a dog. It's going to be an 11.
11 is not enough.
No, he's damaging the tent. They are damaging the tent.
Well, yes.
So there you go. The first attack was on the tent.
Okay, anyway. He's not stabbed through the tent, unfortunately. But, I mean, I think we're going to continue doing it.
Does that open up more tent to the point that the flat check is unnecessary?
No.
Good, because I would rather stay concealed, because I'm pretty sure I have sneak attack and he doesn't. So we're going to stab again. Would you like another flat check?
Yes, please.
7.
7 beats 5.
I mean, at least I can do that. Let us... Okie dokie. 14.
Oh, I should have also told you, I don't know if you wanted to take another hide action. Once you made your first attack, you were no longer hiding.
Well, if I have to take a hide action, I will be not...
That you would run out of actions. Okay.
Right.
So 14 hits.
Wonderful. We shall damage him now. Would you... Okay, well, yeah, we roll minimum damage, so it's 4.
The 4 damages, huh?
Does sneak attack apply because you're concealed, or you gotta still stealth first?
You gotta be hidden.
Yeah, sneak attack is if they are off guard.
So I guess it's a question for GM whether they are off guard or not.
No, it wouldn't have been off guard to concealed.
Shame.
But there's the 3 actions, and I will be done.
All right, Bob.
All right, so first things first, we're going to put the Courageous Anthem back up on everybody, because everybody's within the tent, who is my ally, so you guys can get +1s. Next, can I see the dude who just cut the tent open above me?
Yeah, if you peek through the hole that he cut.
Well, I'm assuming he's peeking through the hole, trying to find out why he hasn't managed to stab me.
My cultist is not dumb enough to stick his head in the tent.
No, but he's like, well, I stabbed that way. Where is this dude? So we can see each other still. We're concealed, but we're not invisible because he cut the holes, right?
Correct. That's why it's concealed and not hidden.
All right. So then I catch, sight of him, and I go, the dangling corpse's pockets, the dangling corpse's pockets, the dangling corpse's pockets. And I'm rolling,
Hi-ho, the Mario, the dangling corpse's pockets.
The best part is that he has absolutely no context for that.
Yes, which is exactly how Goblin Song is supposed to work.
Is that how Goblin Song is supposed to work?
I'm checking.
Yeah, one of
the annoying Goblin songs, distracting your foes.
Only Goblins account.
Silly and repetitive lyrics. Attempt a performance against the will DC of a single enemy.
I love that Dimitri has the rules for Goblin Song at hand.
Well, they're on the character sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, but still.
It is a digital hand, since we're using a online tabletop. So this is against his will DC, and I'm also attempting to fascinate him. So is his will DC 26 or lower?
That's a crit success.
Okay, so not only... wait, hold on. Goblin Song has its own crit success. So the Goblin Song says that on a crit success, he takes a -1 status penalty to perception checks and will saves for 1 minute.
Ooh, okay. That's helpful.
And the second thing is the feat, Fascinating Performance. When you perform, compare your result to the will DC of one observer. If you succeed, the target is fascinated by you for 1 round. If the observer is in a situation that demands immediate attention, such as combat, you must critically succeed to fascinate it, which I did, and the perform action gains the incapacitation trait. You must choose which creature you're trying to fascinate before you roll your check, and the target is then temporarily immune for 1 hour, which is why the other cultist, who is across the tent from Cinderspark, is immune. Because I tried that and it failed on both accounts.
Okay.
And so, fascinated as the condition compels him to focus his attention on me, distracting him from whatever else is going on around him. He takes a -2 status penalty to perception and skill checks, can't use concentrate actions unless they or their intended consequences are related to me, as determined by the GM. So he might be able to seek and recall knowledge about me, but not anybody else.
Yes, but are you really that interesting?
Yes. This round, I am.
That's true. This round, you absolutely are.
Okay, so... And then I move back so that he has to come in here. He has to come get me.
Okay.
I love that.
And that's 3 actions. Cast, fascinate, Goblin Song, fascinate, and then move.
Here we go. This cultist is still outside the tent from Cinderspark. We'll roll a flat check. Natural 2.
Kind of feel bad for the tent.
This tent is the best armor we have in the party.
I know, huh?
It's an ancient Thessalonian tent.
That's true.
It's an
eldritch ancient Thessalonian tent of legend.
I'm sorry, though, because since I sliced it with the dog slicer, as I said, it is now a dog, so this is officially a pup tent.
All right, for the second attack, I rolled
a pop-up?
I rolled a 6 on the flat check.
Okay.
Are you going to nimbly?
I'm going to attack Cinderspark. Are you nimbly dodging?
I believe I nimbly dodged the dog.
All right. That is a 23 to hit.
Okie dokie.
1 is the points of damage you will take.
Okay. Let's see if I can't remember. Yes, 1. Not 29 damage. Good.
Just don't double it.
And then?
And then a step back.
And now time for Bob's cultist.
Come at me, bro.
Nobody has attacked him since.
Mm-hmm. And he can't see me because I moved away. But he's fascinated by that song, The Dangling Corpse's Pockets. The Dangling Corpse's Pockets.
Hi-ho the Mario.
The Dangling Corpse's Pockets.
Thank you.
He's probably singing along by now.
Uh-huh.
Now, fascination doesn't actually stop him from attacking me. So if he can get to me, he can definitely, stab at me to make me stop. But he'd have to come at me first.
Yeah, he's going to hang out there.
Isn't he compelled to do this, though? He's fascinated with me.
It doesn't say anything about compelled to attack you. He's just fascinated by the song and he can't do any concentrate actions. Compelled to focus his attention on you.
Yeah.
Well,
there's nothing that says he can't stand there like an idiot.
I mean,
he's fascinated by the song.
All right, I'll take it. One round of inaction is worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's going to hang out there. Vercog.
Current conditions unfriendly.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Okay. I don't really want to move up as much as I would have to AoE. So I'm going to phase bolt the... Wait a minute. That's looking a little iffy. Nope, 30 exactly for Mr. Wolf. So we're going to attack the wolf. That is a 27.
27 is a hit.
Is it a critical hit?
It is not a critical hit.
Okay. Hey, it was worth asking.
I know.
I think we might have actually...
This isn't your mother's wolf.
No, I get it. And he takes 7 points of piercing damage.
This isn't your grandmother's wolf.
Piercing damage, you said. So that is...
I did.
Okay. It does not appear that it all went through.
I've already recalled knowledge on this. Am I allowed to do so again?
It'll be at a higher DC.
Okay, then I do not wish to do that. I feel like it is a waste. So...
Did you accidentally kill the wolf?
Yep.
That's okay. You could leave it there.
I subtracted the hit points in the sheet instead of...
And you put it at -7. Yep.
Okay.
We've never done that.
I'm also going to throw a Shroud of Night at it. So to make a DC 18 will save.
Will you say?
Yeah,
Indeed.
I'm fairly certain we actually missed it with an 18 last time.
That's fine.
10 on the will save.
Fabulous.
Yay.
That is, and that's good information too. Okay, so we are currently concealed to it. It needs to make a DC 5 flat in order to attack us.
Okay.
And it's far enough away. Well, it doesn't matter. I am tougher. I can still be observed, but... Okay, I can still... No, I don't want to leave. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So it's the thing that I've been doing since session 1, and at least we are now concealed to him.
Okay.
And I feel like that's pretty productive, and that is the end of my turn.
So he does not like that. It moves into the tent, makes a flat check towards Borm. Natural 20 on the flat check. That's a good time to get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not on the attack. And then it's going to try to bite Borm.
No.
That is a 20 to hit.
It's a hit.
That is a hit. All right. I need that die and that die. 6 points of piercing and 4 points of spirit for a total of 10 damage.
Ow.
And then I will...
Hold on. I'm going to use my reaction to do... Obedience, which is, Iron Command. So, an impertinent foe who dared harm me, I put them in their proper place. It does not need auditory or the same language, so I give them the rock's eyebrow. They can choose to kneel if they so choose.
The dog refuses to bend the knee.
All right. So it feels a shooting pain in its head and takes 5 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Mental damage.
All right. It will take some of that. All right. And then I need a fortitude save from you.
It's a 4 on the dice for 11 total.
11 total. All right. You feel fine right now.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Somebody remind me. Hold on 1 second. Is it a disease or a poison?
It would be one of the two.
Okay, so then that would be a 13. Does that change anything? I apologize.
That does not change anything.
Okay, fantastic.
You still feel fine right now.
All right, so that is 2 actions by me. I'm going to step out after taking that mental damage and kind of shake its head in disbelief. And that will be 3 actions. What do I want to do?
Maybe think your life choices and go home?
About that.
He ran away again.
It's going to move over here. Going to take a stab at Cinderspark.
Is that the guy who was delaying?
Yeah, he was previously delayed, but it's back to his turn anyway. So, you can nimble dodge now, right?
Yep. Is he doing a flat check first, or?
Yep.
Cool.
2. That is 3 actions.
Love it.
Man, Borm.
Thank you, Tent.
This dog came in, took a bite out of you.
Borm, for his first action, is going to touch himself, and he regains 6 hit points.
Okay.
It's a good touch.
You and me, baby.
All right, hold on 1 second. HP's getting goofy. All right, so he gains 6 hit points. You move 10 feet to the other corner of the tent, across from Cinderspark, and attempt to attack the one outside of it. Do I need a flat check first?
You will, yes.
Okay, that's a 9 on that flat check.
That is above a 5.
Cool. And he will take a swing with his greatsword. This is again to cultist. 19 on the die for 28 total.
28 total. That is going to be a critical hit.
Oh, yeah.
The crits just keep coming.
Yeah.
That's an 11 and a 10 on the die.
Oh, my God.
50 points of damage.
Describe your kill.
This guy, who I believe was fascinated, sees nothing, but hears the rip in the tent before the sword splits his head in two. And it's likely the last thing he hears, depending on if he makes it to the boneyard.
Yeah, that
is the end of Borm's turn.
Quite the hit. All right.
Well, we're still doing shit it or crit it, I guess.
All right. This one's going to come up to Cinderspark. It's an action. Roll a flat check. 12.
Okay.
So it is going to take a swing at you. And that is a 22 versus your off-guard AC.
Do I have cover?
Why is
You
he
do.
hard?
Yeah, why is he?
You have concealment. It's only a flat check. They can still see you.
Yes, but why is he off guard?
Because they have this ability called Remember Gang Up.
I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway whether I was off guard or not. It's above my AC.
Oh. Doesn't that let them sneak you?
If they have it.
Well, let's find out.
And that's a whopping 2 points
Wop wop.
of damage.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. I know you really wanted that. Gosh. These guys suck.
Yeah, but there are a lot of them, so you have a lot of suck.
Thanks. Just what I wanted. Lots of suck.
That, I mean, yes. Not in this context, though.
Who keeps firing these arseholes?
We're going to do another flat check versus Cinderspark. That is a 12. Mm-hmm. And another swing.
Swing.
Goes the trolley.
Ding, ding, ding goes the bell.
I assume an 8 does not get past your
no
flat-footed AC.
It fails to punch their ticket.
All right, Cinderspark, you've taken a couple points of damage here. Just a couple.
Yep. Cindy's going to step outside the tent and stab this guy because the tent is good armor, but you know it has to remain. So we're just gonna we're gonna just swing at his knees after popping out around the corner. So 18.
18 is a hit.
Then would you kindly?
No.
Okay. Well, would you unkindly take 5 points of damage?
I suppose.
Wonderful. And then Cindy's going to go back inside the tent. We'll go here instead. And then we're done.
That's 3 actions, huh? Bob.
So I have a question. The flap in the tent, that's basically a door, right? Can I close it?
Sure.
They can still come in.
Yes, but doors are our greatest ally. Do not forget that. So, Bob is going to step up to the flap of the tent. Bob is now actually within 30 of the dog, and Bob is going to pee in its breastplate, which should confuse the dog, hopefully, because it's not wearing breastplate, though it's probably familiar with pee. So it's a goblin song, and it's a performance check against its will DC.
Okay.
Is its will DC 12 or lower?
That's a good question. What is his will DC?
I'm sure
the dog, you said?
Yes, the dog.
It's 2.
Yeah, no.
It's above It's above +10. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is also immune to the fascination because I've been trying to do that every single time. It is not a crit failure, though, right?
No.
It doesn't have a 22 or... Okay.
No.
Because if I critically fail, they become immune to the Goblin Song for an hour.
Yeah, we couldn't have that.
That was not a critical fail.
So I have moved, and I have sung, and now I close the flap.
Okay. The flap swings closed.
Can I hold on to it as I close it? Like
Sure.
preventing them from opening it, maybe?
But they may then just open Bob.
Well, yes, they know where Bob is, but they can't see Bob yet because they've been cutting the corners of the tent, not the middle.
Yep.
In any case, Bob ends his turn.
See this cultist here.
This is probably a terrible choice.
It's going to move up, tries to go into the tent, realizes that Bob is there, holding it, and he's going to try to stab through it. That's a 15 on the flat check. I'm rolling all my good rolls on the flat check.
Thanks.
That's exactly how it's supposed to go.
Ooh, not that time. That is a 22, Bob.
That is going to hit me, yes.
And that is 4 points of piercing damage.
That is not nice. That is not nice at all. I would like to rethink my life choices and go home.
Well, we're still looking for half of your home. That's why we're here.
That's true. But if I say there's no place like home and I get teleported to where my adopted mother is, there's the adventure.
Do you have ruby slippers, Bob?
Have we picked up any ruby slippers, GM?
No.
Well, then it's a moot point.
Yes. We've picked up some emerald-looking rocks, but I don't think we've crafted any slippers out of them yet.
Yet.
I'm going to try to give you a shove.
Flat check.
Can he actually target me? Because he would be shoving the tent. He doesn't know I'm there, does he?
True.
It stabbed you.
All right, fine. I'm there. Ow.
I mean, he still need the flat check
yeah.
to shove? Yeah.
12.
Okay, what is this against?
This is going to be against your reflex DC.
All right, so if my reflex is a +6, the DC is 16.
Shove is
Fortitude DC,
Fort
I'm sorry.
DC,
Fortitude.
It's the same.
12.
No, amazingly, Bob is stronger than the push of a cultist.
Bob stands strong.
All right.
Bob the door. Bob the door.
Okay, I can see the icon of this cultist right here.
Yeah.
Can I actually see him?
No, because Bob
he
closed
stabbed through. He stabbed through, remember?
He just stabbed through. He didn't cut through. It's a dagger hole.
But
There are some dagger holes in the corners.
yeah, what about the dudes at the corner?
And the gaping hole that Borm fucking created after he
Those were
dying in twain.
Those were intentional. Cut the holes. Cut the to see you.
So,
Okay.
I intended to attack the tent
For
with those.
ranged attacks.
So right now they are. You
How would
cannot see them.
Can an AoE work?
You can't target them. You don't have line of effect.
Okay.
Maybe you can shove Bob.
You can shove Bob out.
I'm not in the Bob shoving business.
and business is booming.
What do I do here?
So the funny thing is, I think I could actually shove him back, but with my hammer.
I don't really want to move. Okay. Readying an action takes 2 actions, right?
Yes.
We've talked about this a lot, which leaves me only 1 action, which doesn't really help me.
You could
You know what I will do?
sustain the shroud on the dog. You could sustain that.
Yeah, I'll sustain that, and I will use an action to send the Harbinger adjacent to him to make him frightened. So there's 2 action.
Okay. As the Harbinger flying through one of the holes cut in the tent, I assume.
Sure.
Okay.
So Starless Shadow, and if he is adjacent to an enemy to which he's concealed, hidden, or undetected, the dog becomes frightened 1. You know what? I don't want to do that now, but I do want the Harbinger essentially perched on top of the tent should he ever get closer, because I don't get that he's going anywhere. Yeah, he's on top of the tent, just kind of making a nuisance out of himself. He's throwing acorns at them. They are figurative acorns and not literal acorns. So,
metaphorical acorns?
Yep. It's doggy time.
Figurative acorn,
right.
something cover band.
Uh-huh.
So it's acorn cover band?
Yep, there you go.
Have the dog delay, and
Stupid dog.
this cultist is going to pull up the corner stake for one action.
Rude.
And it's going to cut the rope right next to it for a second action. So the tent is now falling on Cinderspark and Bob on that side.
What kind of an effect is that having?
That is going to make it difficult terrain for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it easier for them to see because you are perfectly outlined with it and no longer have concealment. So with that in mind, this one is going to take a strike through the tent at Cinderspark. That's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Assuming I'm off guard.
And
Haven't you?
you are not off guard, no.
Yeah, I'm not off guard.
No. There's
Then it
only one
doesn't
next
hit.
to you.
Then it does not.
Does not hit. All right, that is all three of the actions. Form.
Question for you, Ryan.
Yes.
I'm currently holding my greatsword with two hands. To change grip is an action. So
Yes.
if I wanted to remove my hand and pick up a wand, that would effectively be two actions just to have the wand.
No, you can ungrip for free, but
Okay.
to re-grip it would be an action.
Okay,
But to draw the wand would be an action, and then if you wanted to re-grip,
gotcha.
Swapping weapons is a single action, but the wand, does that count as a weapon?
I don't want to swap a weapon. I want to just hold it in my hand. Real quick, so hero actions, basically, I have two now, so can I draw a second card?
yeah.
All right, that was Daring Attempt. Play at the start of your turn. Select one untrained skill. You're trained in that skill. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Borm, instead of pulling out a wand, is just going to take his turn. He will actually just stand here and actually begin wailing. So he's kitty corner to one of the cultists. It's a 4 on the die for 12 total.
12 total is not going to hit.
How's a 9 do?
Oh, that was your flat check. I'm sorry. So the 12 gets through the flat check. The 9 does not hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Okay.
Sorry. Confusion.
The 12 is actually a 4. That was meant to be an attack.
Okay, so
that would fail the flat check.
yes.
The second attack was with map. That's a 9. I'm going to say that misses.
Okay.
Wait, don't you need to roll the flat check for the second attack first?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it didn't hit. And then can I actually step out of what remains of the tent in front of me or no?
You would have to rip it bigger.
Okay, because the door's closed.
Yeah. Or you could.
I'm just going to go with the third. See if I hit. 18 on the die for 16 to hit.
That's a hit. Well, roll me the flat check.
It's a 19 on the flat check.
Okay. Yep, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Yes, sir.
It's 9 damage.
9 damage. You can describe your kill.
Yes.
He similarly makes a slash through that and takes out a cultist over the top of the head. That's the end of Borm's turn.
All right. I'm going to say that side of the tent is pretty well destroyed now that you've attacked twice, successfully twice through it, swinging a great sword. Does that sound fair?
Could you give me a geographic location there, Ryan, if you don't mind?
For where it's torn through?
Yeah.
Right here in front of Worm?
But I can't see through it to see, for example, that cultist.
No.
Okay, thank you.
The Born.
So basically what the way this looks like right now, so on the side that Borm's on, Borm has cut through the front side of the tent in this 5-foot square. This area from Cinderspark to Bob has essentially collapsed over them on that side. And you are standing at the back of the tent. Now that Borm is visible, I'm going to have the dog-like creature jump into initiative. Moves 15 feet up to Borm and is going to take a bite. That is a 29 to hit.
Jesus.
Not a crit, though, right?
20 is my AC.
Okay, just short of a crit. Okay.
Wait, did you remember the flat check because it's shrouded?
I did not. 8 on the flat check.
Thanks, D.
Thank you for remembering that. Got my dice right here. 9 points of piercing and 2 points of spirit for a total of 11 damage.
And you need a fort?
I need a fort.
Nat 20. 27.
All right.
Well, 29.
You feel fine right now.
I'd like to quickly take my reaction as well. It does not have a limitation on this, so I'm going to offer an Iron Command once more.
All right. And it is going to refuse your Iron Command.
6 points of damage. Mental damage.
And it will take some of that. I'm going to take second attack. Flat check. 13. 14 to hit.
Miss.
All right. That is all 3 actions. And that is this cultist here. He's going to come over here with a move. And he's going to pull the stake right here. And the tent and the backs begins to fall on Vercog. And your Harbinger lets out a squawk.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting out of here.
And that is all 3 actions.
Wonderful.
So I have a question.
Spark.
Do we even still need an action to open this door, or can just people walk through the flap if I'm not holding it?
You can just walk through the flap.
Well, I mean...
but you said you were holding it, so I wasn't going to...
Well, I'm obviously holding it against outside intrusion, but if, a party member decides to walk out, I'm not going to stop them.
Okay, but...
My tent. No one passes.
A tent is really just a flap of cloth, and it has now been unstaked. Can we just walk through what used to be a wall? Like, can they just step out this way in this direction instead?
You can work to get your way out, yeah?
Yeah, in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do. Because I'm gonna have to get out from underneath the tent that has fallen on my head one way or the other, and I may as well go outside.
So you're gonna crawl under the edge of it.
Yeah, essentially, because just gotta pick it up and then move out that way. Wonderful.
Right there.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And is that going to be
5 feet to the east?
One.
You are in between a cultist and a cage.
Sweet. Is there anything in the cage?
It looks like bloody straw.
That sounds like a soup basis for me. Delicious.
Delicious.
Start with bloody straw. Add some weird dog fungus.
I'm going to start by adding a bloody cultist, so I'm going to have to stab this one first, because I don't have any, so store-bought is fine.
Okay. It is going to turn into dog blood, though, once you stab it.
Yeah, but that's his problem, not mine.
It depends on how much damage is dealt.
19!
19 is a hit.
Wonderful. Love that for me. Would you like to take 6 points of damage?
I would not like to, but I will.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Is he still standing?
He is still standing.
Well, that could be fancy, or I can just cut him again. Let's cut him again. No one's looking anyway.
Nobody can see.
Yeah, well, my best things happen when nobody can see. But probably not today, because 13 hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay, well, I'm going to pretend that it did and be done with my turn.
Okay. Bob, you are standing in front of the flap of the tent, holding it.
Well,
would you like to
nobody
do?
seems to be tugging at it from the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk out. And hey, there's a dog right here. And hey, there's a cultist over there. And I don't really know where Cinderspark got off to because I couldn't see, really. So I'm just going to step into the flanking position around the dog. Then I'm going to cast the Courageous Anthem, which should apply to Borm. And then for my last trick, I am going to attempt to smack the dog on the mushroom ass with my Cold Iron Light Hammer. Because why not? Does 13 hit its off-guard AC?
It does not.
I thought so. Bob is done with the turn and potentially his life.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
First diagonal's a 5.
30. So, I am going to use needle darts, and we are going to try needle darts made out of one of those silver coins that I have in my bag.
Was that 2 move actions to go that far?
Oh gosh, no, I only have 25 move.
Yes.
No, wait a minute.
But the first diagonal is only 5, so you could end up there.
You wouldn't be able to with the...
No,
tent is.
Dimitri, I measured it. It's 30 to there. I only have 25 movement, so I'll end up there. And needle darts on the dog in silver.
Okay.
That is a 23.
A 23 is going to be a hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be 6 points of damage, piercing with silver.
All right. You do not feel like all of that got through.
Okay, it was worth a try. I end my...
But some of it did go through.
Nope, totally understood. Okay.
Okay, we have Cultist. It has a Cinderspark and a Vercog nearby. Sees this new target. Well, I'm going to roll to see what it thinks. Odd, even. Vercog, you're odd. Cinderspark,
I
you're
certainly
even.
am.
A 7 is odd.
Okay.
All right. No flat check. That is a 12. A 12.
That is a miss.
That is a miss. Going to continue its assault on Vercog. That is a 9.
Which, Brian, say it.
Sermon for no.
There you go.
And realizes that his life is now on borrowed time.
He can always rethink his life choices and go home.
I hear Riddleport is nice this time of year. Oh, is that what's happening? Is that what's about to happen? You're basic.
All right, Borm, you have this dog flanked in front of you.
What was the knowledge check?
The knowledge check on this is religion.
Okay.
Didn't Vercog identify it, or did we not? No, it was a dubious knowledge roll.
Right.
I'm going to take an attack that's a 19 on the die for 28 to hit. I do not believe there's a fat check. Because the tent is no longer there, correct?
Correct.
It's a 28 to hit.
28 to hit versus off guard is a critical hit.
So 30 points of damage.
Yes!
Is that before doubling?
That's after doubling, I'm sure. Right? Yeah. Okay. Not all of it goes through, but most of it goes through.
Nice. And for my second attack, it's going to be a 6 to hit.
All right. A 6 does not hit.
Let's just try to go for the nat 20. 18 on the die for 17 to hit.
A 17 to hit. Its off guard AC is a hit.
Yes! Love it!
Describe your kill. I don't even need to see the damage.
With 23 points of damage, instead of hitting it through the head, he literally just whacks off the... oh, God. Phrasing. I did not mean to do that. But the Venus flytrap on the back, hoping that it bleeds out.
Oh, we are 5.
That's the end of Bornstorm.
And now that you can actually see Bob, because you've cut through the dog, Bob goes, "Glad I could help, but I need a shower."
Yes, you do. You smell from here.
This cultist runs back up the tent. He sees Bob outside the tent, so he stops right there at Bob and is going to take a swing at him with the dagger.
This train stops at Bob.
And that is an 8 to hit.
8?
Yes.
That is 10 lower than my AC.
So that is a critical miss.
If we're doing those, yes.
No. But we're going to switch dice, and we're going to try this again.
Okay.
With the third action, map 2, a 7.
That's
I am rolling
still lower than
cold.
my AC. So no.
I am rolling so cold. You guys are like cakewalking this encounter.
We really aren't. That wolf really scared me.
The Cinderspark, we are at the top of round 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, first things first, Cindy's going to be walking up after the cultist that is trying to get away. And then I'm going to stab at it, but I'm going to do so non-lethally.
Ooh. Fancy.
Well, I rolled a 1, which I'm going to assume that misses.
A sign from the gods to stop doing non-lethal crap.
Clearly, he must die. So I'll swing again, but lethally this time. And this is better. But I'm going to assume a 12 is not good enough.
12, not quite there.
Okay, well, I hope he appreciates that I tried to non-lethally slice his junk.
It's not essential.
It's eye level. 3 feet tall.
Okay,
Bob,
so I think
you going to end the encounter?
the right thing for me to do is to completely ignore the dude who whiffed at me twice. You know, insult to injury. Someone else can provide the injury. I'll provide the insult. So first action is Courageous Anthem. Second action is going to be to move into a flanking position on the other dude that Cinderspark has failed to get at, and then attempt to whack him with the Cold Iron Lighthammer against his off-guard AC. So that is a 22 total.
22 total is a hit.
Against his off-guard AC, but not a crit. Okay, the damage is...
Just describe your kill.
He was already dead.
Well, as he tries to guard his balls against the dog slicer, he runs them right into the light hammer in the end of Bob.
What, did he just pull his balls like, no, put him over here for safekeeping, and then you smack him with the hammer?
No, he turns around from you because like, no, not my balls. And then from behind and between his legs upwards, my balls. That is actually 3 actions. So Bob is quite done.
All right. Back to Vercog. You see one cultist left.
I really want to do something stupid.
Why not? You know, this is the party for it.
I resemble that.
No. I'm going to do smart things.
Yeah, fine. Roleplay your character.
I am going to, well, smart, not wise. Okay, make it a DC 18 will.
Explode his mind non-lethally.
Yeah.
14.
Fabulous. Take 3 mental damage.
And you can describe your kill.
Okay, so
what's that?
It's very it's like scanners. But really, but not like exploding head. He just kind of has this contorted look on his face, and then blood just kind of comes out his ears, and he falls over.
He sprung a leak. Well,
I didn't realize that cultist was damaged.
Is Ordway here? Is this it?
No, Ordway's not here.
Top. We're gonna have to go back down, I guess.
I mean, there's other. We just came up, and where do you want to leave? We could look around.
Oh, but of course.
But
no.
I mean,
I'd like to take some time healing, actually, because I'm kind of hurt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, also, Ryan, I want to take a look at the wounds from the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Because that looked really weird.
Well,
so,
now's a good time to roll religion against it, I guess. Those of us who haven't yet.
Yeah, and also, Ryan, can I take some time to examine it and just kind of like literally just draw some pictures?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What a time.
Yes, Bob.
At +0, I have just created the religion check to recognize what the hell this dog is.
I thought we identified it last time, but we just know nothing about it.
No, you just figured out. I gave you the dubious knowledge thing. I don't want it to be for not.
Nope, never mind.
So I would, I just wasn't sure how I wanted to do dubious knowledge, especially like identifying something.
Yeah, then don't worry about it.
But I want to give you something, so that's why I did that. So this is 20 is not normally a success, but it bumps it up to a success, which would give you. This is a Vlorian Sithnagat.
Gesundheit.
Yes. This is a Fiend and Clippeth.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The Sithnagat is a foul fungal parasite that grows and thrives in the corpse of small creatures. It wears these bodies like a suit, but also adjusts and tailors the fleshy covering to suit its needs, and the body ends up looking as alien as anything else spawned from the abyssal depth. The Sithnagat's most identifying feature is the long stalk of fungal material that extends from the creature's body, ending in a surprising strong set of fanged jaws.
Interesting.
So it's a wolf with a Venus flytrap on its butt.
I cut a sample of
except the Venus flytrap is actually driving the wolf.
I cut a sample of the fungus stalk and I put it in a jar for examination later.
What's in the pit?
All right. Just like I'm going to finish with the identifying the animal.
Mm-hmm.
So
I actually got bit by it, and I felt something try to take hold on me. So I'd like to know if it has any kind of that thing.
Yes, it has rust creep disease.
Is that the same thing that Cinderspark got from the undead heads?
Yes.
I believe so. And
so that was Bob's identification of that.
So I'm going to tell that to everybody, that, what it is, abyssal, and that it carries rust creep the way those zombie heads did. And it bit me.
Does it normally do that?
I'm not sure if that's the property of the creature or if it's this particular individual unit. But what I can tell you is that I got bit and I feel fine, but we should check tomorrow morning to see if I develop any splotches the way Cinderspark did.
it got better.
Yes, but first it got worse.
Yeah.
Did anyone else get bit by the dog?
Orm did.
Okay, so then the two of us are going to have to be watched for rust on Rust Watch.
What do Ryan? What do I know about rust creep at this point?
You guys did identify that. So the first day is stage 1 is -1 status penalty to athletics checks. Goes through steps of enfeebled, stupefied, unconscious, and death.
Yeah, remember we had a chance to observe later stages on the acolytes that we rescued from the basement of Stoneholm.
Right.
So I think we got this info from you then. But in the meantime, would anybody please like to patch up my wounds before I start patching them myself?
I got you.
I can. Oh, you're gonna do it?
No, I can't.
Put away the dog slicer first.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a medicine check.
And in the meantime,
nah, it's a failure, but it's not a critical failure.
Okay, but before you do that, I can give somebody 8 HP, and then while you do that, I can recover the focus point. So, besides me, is anyone injured?
By 3 points.
Okay, then I think Borm is more injured. Yes?
Yes.
So, while that attempt on Cinderspark happens, Borm recovers 8 HP. While that attempt on Bob happens,
About to say.
Bob casts Hymn of Healing. Yes. on Borm, sustains this for 4 rounds. Borm gains 8 hit points back.
All right. While you guys are in here looking around, Cinderspark, you're at the pit. You guys also feel like this vibration. It's pretty strong. It's very unsettling in your stomach and your veins. Like your bones are like rattling. But it's just like this. It's like this almost like a low bass hum that kind of just vibrates your body.
Is it constant?
Yes.
Coming from the pit.
Coming from this whole circular area. You guys would have actually felt it about the time you stepped out of the tent.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the Rusthenge is resonating.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that each of these looks like a broken up glyph of some kind.
Second here, I'm going to...
Well, two of us actually read Ancient Thessalonian, so we've probably seen the runes before. And Bob has Zinadashral lore.
You don't see anything particular in the pit. What stands out to you, if you see these rock formations that you see the line carved out.
Yes.
Going from the rock formation to the pit. There's the 2 of them. You're standing over one, and then there's the next one over. Those have blood. What looks to be blood. Dried blood running through them, or had run through them, and into the pit.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
From all of them?
Just the 2 that have the
grooves coming from the others.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, and you wanted to take a few minutes to examine the shapes?
Yeah.
The rock formations? All right, you can roll Arcana or Zinadashral lore.
Go, D. Go. Do it.
Well, you've probably got Arcana that...
I do, but I guarantee you that the Zinadashral is... Fuck. It's going to be lower.
This is why we don't guarantee.
Okay, I got a 25. I'm hoping whatever it is, maybe we get some of it.
So you do recognize those. These ruined rock formations within the Ring of the Iron Spires were once sculptures of the 7 runes of sin used by Thessalonian wizards.
Okay. Matt knows more about this than Vercog probably does.
Probably.
Yeah.
Which 2 of the runes are the ones with the grooves?
These.
Yes,
but which runes, which sins?
Yeah.
Bellamarius and what is her name? Sortion.
So one of them is the envy for Zinadashral, and the other one was that the one in Corvosa?
Yeah.
So probably lust.
Yeah, Sortion was lust.
Enchantment. Yes, right. Yeah.
Out of character.
Right.
We all know some bits of it.
We've all played Rise of the Rune Lords.
Yes. We've risen to the occasion.
And
did we, though?
Well, we had to rise before we could fall.
But in the end, did it even matter?
All right. Mark, what is Borm doing?
Borm is just chilling. If that takes about 10 minutes longer, he's going to redo his focus pool and then lay his hands.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, that's going to take several minutes to, examine everything.
Yeah,
there was a 10 minute
itself takes 10 minutes as well.
Exactly.
I would like to search the cage also.
So I imagine Vercog went from stone to stone, kind of drawing them, and it's like, oh yeah, I can. You're kind of picturing those.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it took you a little bit to figure out what those meant, but you were able to put the pieces together. Cinderspark, you go over to the cage. Mm-hmm. And you look inside there, and it is straw, just covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm looking for more who or what was in the cage before, and left said blood is what I was kind of getting at. And also, if there's anything in the straw, I would like to find it.
There is nothing in the straw.
Other than blood.
What kind of blood is it?
You guys kind of look over the bodies probably while you're up here, and you can see there's healed wounds on the Sithnagat.
That's really?
So it was angry that it was inside the cage. maybe.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
At +0, sure.
I'll do even better.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, I have a -1.
Another crit, but the other direction.
Yes, I too also rolled a 1 with my -1. Technically, I have a total of 0 and a sacred fail.
Borm rolled a 23.
Borm rolls a 23.
So, all right.
Oh, yay.
Hold on. I got this. They had cage matches.
Yes. So Borm, you're kind of piecing all of this together. You guys talk about it, the little things, and you'd heard them talk about the Tsar Azmak, and you think that possibly this is some kind of ritual to Tsar Azmak.
This guy again.
Have we searched the cultists?
No,
I'm assuming you did. Going through their pockets, they have daggers and leather armor.
How much of a good idea would it be to throw their bodies in the pit?
I don't really want to
throw them in the cage.
No.
I mean, they're dead. Okay.
Yeah. Don't really care for them.
With Mark's role, you wouldn't think that there's any significance to throwing them in the pit or leaving them out.
Do we feel that we should have a pyre for those things in the pit to potentially interrupt this ritual or otherwise prevent the spread of disease?
No, you think that by killing everybody up here, you probably interrupted whatever they were trying to accomplish.
Okay. Where's this path go?
Also with that roll, so these spires, you're kind of looking at everything, right? And you see the rusted metal spires, and you think back down to the area below, the workshop below where you guys were just at.
Oh.
And you start thinking like these were all connected, or some of these were connected to those contraptions down below. And maybe by disrupting this...
Do the pillars down below look like they're actually part of the spires?
That's what he's getting at, yeah.
Yeah, so remember I said they all went through the ceiling down below.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of thinking like this is all that energy that these things are resonating was probably being fed down into those contraptions that were attached to them via the cables.
Mm-hmm.
So turning it off is a good thing. Maybe.
I think we did.
Possibly.
All right. Anyway, since nobody else is going to heal Bob is going to take matters into his own hands and start.
I tried.
Yes, but now that he's immune for an hour, it's going to take a while. So he's going to try. No, thank you for trying. Thank you for not critting me the wrong way either. This time.
I only did that one time.
And it wasn't really you. You were just helping Cinderspark open me up. Anyway.
I'm a really good nurse, though.
Yes, you assisted Cinderspark very well.
All right. I'm going to say it took you guys a couple hours to go through and do all the searching and figuring out of things here.
Oh, then we're going to be fully healed by then.
Yeah. You can go ahead and just hand wave to healing.
Max out the HP.
And we'll pick it up next week at level 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Finally.
Three goblins and a half-orc dancing to this.
No, we're doing that jumping victory pose.
Thank you for listening to Dour Gnome Adventures. If you enjoyed our show, check out our website, dourgnomeproductions.com, for links to our social media and Discord community. Also, don't forget to leave us a review on your podcast app of choice and share us with your friends who might enjoy our show. New episodes drop every Monday. Dour Gnome Productions uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Dour Gnome Productions is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. We are playing through the Pathfinder adventure Rusthenge by Vanessa Hoskins. Music and sound effects for this podcast by Michael Ghelfi Studios, Flip Melvin, and Kevin MacLeod. Dour Gnome Adventures is the property of Dour Gnome Productions.